Hey, what's good? My name is Joey. I'm gonna teach you guys, whoever's watching this, some basic punch combos. Not just combos. Ignore that. I know that's funny. Ignore it. I was young. Anyways, I want to teach some basic punch combos, what to do, what to go for. It's like one-on-one on fighting. I'm pretty experienced, somewhat. One thing I always like to do, I'm more of a karate guy, but the way I kind of fight, similar to a boxer. I wasn't really trying to punch right, blah. Anyways, like I was saying, there's what I always went for, particularly my first shot, I always went for the nose. If someone comes at me, I'll go like this. This would probably be better. If somebody comes at me, I can, usually I let them throw the first punch. When they throw it, block, grab their arm, bang, hit them in the nose, grab the back of the head, bang, bang, bang. You gotta be quick with it though. It's not you can just go like this. You gotta go quickly, bang, hit them once. Only do that if you're quick though. If you're this bigger guy, then I'll teach some stuff on that later. But if you're going up against someone your size, let them throw the first punch, block, hit him in the nose. After that, his eyes are gonna fill up with water. When you get hit in the nose, you start crying. You won't be able to see anything. If you can't see, you can't fight. You also won't be able to breathe because he'll be choking on his own blood. He won't be able to breathe through his nose. The only place he can breathe through is his mouth after that. And if your mouth's open, good hard hit, good haymaker will break it. If you're gonna throw a haymaker, aim for right here, right on the side of the chin. It's called the butt, and that'll just knock somebody right out. But I also heard that there was another spot right under the cheek. I don't know, the jaw's a jaw, it's small. But anyways, I always like to take a little stance, keep my head blocked. I like to duck back when a punch is coming at me, but if I really want to hurt somebody, I'll just block, do what I did before. If you're going to do kicks, if you're going up against somebody and you really need to win, wear shoes that I hit it and it doesn't bend. Versus something like this, where if you kick, it bends. That'll just absorb some of the energy and make it less of a hard kick. A good way to kick, especially if there's a wall behind you, well, not behind you, but behind your opponent. Kind of cock up a little bit, kick, cock up, and push. Once you push, they're gonna go flying back, and if they hit a wall, go all in, just throw every shot you can possibly throw. Way to throw a hard punch, you're gonna want to, it doesn't come from here. You don't go like this. You have to put your weight behind it. That goes for straight punches and haymakers. But webcam messed up. Alright, there we go. A haymaker, it's a pretty hard hit. You have more velocity behind it because it has more distance to travel. But that's good for bigger guys because they're gonna be slow. Generally, anyways. They'll be slow and won't be able to dodge it as well. But if you have somebody that is smaller, or kind of muscly, but he's quick, like me, then you want straight punch, stick with a jab, or you can put your weight behind it. And what I always went for, if you really just want to make somebody look bad, go for the nose, the mouth, and the eyes. That's what's going to leave a mark. But if you don't want to leave a mark, go for the jaw. or just the nose and the jaw, because the nose eventually gets fixed up, I guess, or whatever you want to say. But what I always do, I want to make my opponent make sure they know that they lost. So when they go home and look in the mirror that day, they're going to be like, damn, Joey just knocked me out. Look how busted up I am. I go for the nose, mouth, and sometimes the eyes, but like, I only do that if I can get someone on the ground. I'm good. What I always like to do, certain combos, is step on someone's foot, they can't run away. They're gonna preferably go for, well, unexperienced Street Fighters, they're gonna go for a right hook. So when they hook, block with your left, then go in for a counter punch. Counter punching is one of the best things you can do, in my opinion, because they might not know what's coming. If they're, like I said, unexperienced Street Fighters, block, bang, nail them. When you block and you go for that punch, aim for the nose, but if he has one of his hands over here, then go for the jaw. Right hook in the jaw, that's gonna hurt, no matter how tough you are. Well, if they have their mouth closed, it doesn't. But after you hit someone in the nose, they can't breathe through it anymore. They need to breathe through their mouth. And you can't breathe through your mouth without it being open. You can, but it wouldn't be easy. And if they're not thinking, jaw's open. When the jaw's open, bang, bang, break it. And what you definitely don't want to throw an uppercut unless they duck for blocking a punch. If they duck, uppercut them. But for a bigger guy, don't just uppercut in general, because your real power is going to end like right here. After that, you're just using this, and you're going against gravity. Not a good idea. That's all I can basically think of at the moment. Oh, another thing, you hit someone dead square in the ribs, knock the wind out of them, they can't breathe. And when they can't breathe, they'll be all... And then, go in for it. That's what I always did. And don't do any fancy smancy shit, like, don't go over to somebody and be like if you do karate or something, you'll probably know this, but don't go over to someone and be like, all throwing kicks like you're some Jackie Chan person. Only do that if you're, like, experienced with it, know how to use it, but even then, that's still just for street fighting anyways. Oh, and before a fight, this is good to do before a fight. Drink a lot of water, because you'll have more adrenaline. Adrenaline helps out with anger. It'll get you more mad in the fight, and it makes you more quick. Always good to be quick. If you're slow, though, you really want to get your hands on somebody, and you really want to get them on the ground. Otherwise, they can duck under all your punches, block them. That's all I can really think of. What else would I do before a fight? Oh yeah, don't work out before a fight. If you know it's gonna happen on like Saturday or something, work out 3 days before it. After that, just like chill out. What else can I think of? That's all I can basically think of at the moment. Oh, and if like somebody just like is all up in your face and the talking crap like, oh what you wanna go, kid? You wanna go? That's when you wanna bang them, because if somebody's way up in your face, you don't want to look like a priss and walk away. Try to avoid that in the first place, but good way to walk away from a fight if you have to. Like if someone just said, oh Joey, you're a bitch or something like that, I could be like, yeah, I already know I could kick your ass, you're not worth it. Then just walk away. That's what I always did. Well, not always. Sometimes I bang somebody out, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have a nice day. Oh, and check out my channel and subscribe.